Oh yeah, g'day. This is going to be a start of the series where I rebuild my hardtail. So as you can see, I've taken off the front wheel. My plan is to put my old cassette on that and then run a 1x system on it. And next I'll upgrade the brakes and derailleur and shifter. And then hopefully can put my mate's old fork on it. And then I'll change the headset and the handlebars. I haven't quite decided about the handlebars because as you can see, they're actually quite nice and quite good condition. Obviously put some new grips because these are just the stock ones, so they're pretty rubbish. What else? Derailleur. I'll pop a new saddle maybe. It's quite comfortable, the saddle, but it's not very good for mountain biking. It's fine for commuting around the city, but not that great for riding the trails. It's actually got, it's actually got pretty decent geometry. I imagine that with a downhill tyre, it'd be pretty decent. My next step is to change out my hub from that to this puppy. As you can see, she's slightly worn. There's actually a fair decent amount of life back in her. Yeah. I'll just text my mate to see if I can borrow his cassette tool, because I don't actually have one. Then I can just take out this thing here. I just take that out, and then pull it out, and then put the tool on there, and then I can just take off these rubbish Shimano things that come out separately. Stupid. My other upgrades I'd do to the bike would be pop some new tyres on, because as you can see, these are pretty worn. They kind of turn into a road tyre, nice and flat for just riding on the road, but not great. I'd pop some new pedals on, because although these are metal, they're actually pretty slippy when you get even the slightest bit wet, or when your shoes aren't that grippy. And they have the reflectors obviously, which is disgusting. Yeah, get rid of that. Pop a new clamp on, because it doesn't actually work. It still wiggles. Yeah, it still moves. And yeah, the frame itself's actually not too bad condition, except for this bit. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, that's from Chain Slap. So I'd probably just stick some tyre and some of that 3M tape on it, make it look all nice. And yeah, that's the bike. The brakes I was thinking of putting on would just be some of my mate's Shimano's. I'm not a great fan of Shimano, but I can probably buy them off them for pretty cheap, so that would be pretty good. And I'll pop some ODR grips, and I hope I can buy my mate's race face cranks with a 1x chain ring on it. Yeah, and I'll get. At the moment, it doesn't actually have a cable to activate the derailleur, because I took it out for another project and I forgot to put it back in. But yeah, she's got pretty good potential. The fork itself is pretty rubbish. You only get about that much travel. It's not even 100 mils. And it's silver obviously, which is pretty disgusting. The problem with removing just the brakes is that the brakes and shifter, there's no plate for that either, but the brakes and shifter, they're connected, so I have to replace brakes and shifter. Yeah. smash that like button if you want to see me do this and upgrade my bike. It's not going to be it shouldn't be too much, because most of the parts I can buy pretty cheap. And yeah, I've got plenty of parts lying around in the old garage. And yeah, thanks for watching, and comment if you're keen to see it. Sorry, it was just a bird running across the roof. Yeah, thanks for watching.